Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got Dom, Raspberry Marmalade, and Mint Jelly, and EDK stamping plate. Alright, so here's the EDK stamping plate. All the fruits and whatnots, and the little drinks. You guys, I've looked at this plate so much in the last week that I have decided I need to do something with them drinks cups or them little bottles. That's just too cute. So, of course, you always want to get your film off of it, whether it's clear or blue, and give it a quick wipe down with some acetone. And get it ready to play, because that's what we're doing. Get my little lint-free wipe out here so it can be shredded. I'll be using bases loaded lacquer on the black, and a couple of cube stampers. No, just one cube stamper. And my H. La Corsadora scraper plate. Now, I've decided, even though the name of the polish was Raspberry Marmalade, I'm doing strawberries. Guys, my strawberries are going crazy here at my house this year. They're just doing so well. So the image picked up really nice. I'm going to be using the Dom, the mint and jelly. I'm going to use that for the leaves of the strawberry. So I'm going to dab a little bit of that out on my mat so that we can paint these little leaves in. I am using my little detail brush here. It's the What's Up Nails. I think it's Mermaid 0. I don't know. Just use what you've got and what you use, what you're comfortable with. So I'm flipping that thing around so I can see where all these little leaves are. Now this is one of those images that I really have to pay attention to it because I don't know where the leaves end and the strawberries begin. It's one of those that plays tricks on my eyes, which happens quite a bit. You know, this tiny, tiny stuff. So here we go. Get that strawberry leaf filled in. So there we go. And like I said, my strawberries are doing really good here. I have one of those green stalks, and so we've got strawberries in it from last year that survived over the winter, and they're not as spry as the ones that are in the ground. So the ones in the ground are just like pumping strawberries out like nobody's business. But the one up in the tower was a little slow to get started. So I'm hoping we'll have like just strawberries, and then when the ground ones finish up, then maybe the other ones will be ready to start popping some strawberries out for us. Here we go with the raspberry marmalade, and that is going to be our filling for the strawberries today. Now I'm just being all crazy and using the brush from the bottle to fill in the rest of this. Brave, crazy, either way you want to look at it, it's all the same to me. Go get this filled in so that it can start drying so we can get it on the nails today. So I'm just being real careful, kind of going around where I've already painted green, but you know, I'm not being too careful. You guys can see, y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm not being too crazy careful. I'm just trying to do what I can. Ooh, wait, glitter bomb. Flip it over, give it a good look. I like the way that looks. I am going to go over it with the Wet n Wild. Now it's totally dry. You can see it's dry. It kind of went matte looking. I'm going to go over it with that Wet n Wild clear. Just kind of seal it all in. And let that dry while I'm getting my nails ready. Just give it a minute. Give it some time to kind of gel and do its thing. I love this Wet n Wild clear. Probably need to order some more, huh? Much as I'm using of it. Alright, so I'm going to be using Baby Girl Lacquer Glitter Be Gone today. I'll be using the Raspberry Marmalade on my nails. So here we go. Now, to be honest with you, I could have just done that stamper and like painted in the leaves and then stamped over the snail. But my mind don't work like that. In my mind, it was like, no, 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 ma'am. You need to, you know, do the raspberry marmalade on the nail. So that's what we're doing. And these polishes do dry down like textured a little bit. Not bad, but just a little textured. So they are top coat eaters, just in case you need to know that. So I'm going to top it real quick with some Pro FX Quick Dry Top Coat. And this is just going to prep it for the decal going on this nail. That's all that's going to do. because we're going to be adding more top coats here in just a little bit, because that's how we work. Alright, so there's a swatch photo of Raspberry Marmalade on its own. Once that's completely dry, I applied Maniology's Sticky Base to the accent nail so that we can get this strawberry image over here on it. There we go. Ready, ready. Here we go. And squish that image onto the nail. And it went on pretty well. So I'm going to tap it down and make sure it's sticking everywhere. And then I'm going to take my little scissors, my little thread nipper scissors, and trim out as much as I can. Get as much of that took care of as I can with the scissors. Ooh, my hand's getting a little shaky. Come on, girl, don't cut yourself. Whew, wouldn't want to do that in front of y'all. You know, that would be terrible. Actually, I've been using these for a while, and I've never cut myself with these little scissors, knock on wood. And so we're going to just keep on using them. Alright, trying to get all these little bits and pieces off here. Making me crazy. Now, this strawberry's just blended right on in. And now I'm going to get my little cuticle tool out here and break some of this extra, just kind of trimming it down even more. Trim it, trim it, trim it, get it gone. It's a mess, y'all. It's got all that glitter in it, so I want to get as much off of it as I can before I go in with my cleanup brush. Because once it gets wet with that acetone, it's just going to smear all over the place and be a wreck. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the cleanup brush and go around the edges, down the sides, and across the end. I do use the flat side of my brush for that part across the end. And it helps melt that down to the nail. Helps me get rid of everything that I, don't want on there. Tap, tap, tap. And I wipe it off on my paper towel, especially before I go back in for more acetone. Now, out of all of these fruit manicures and mint leaf manicures I've done, this one it didn't pop off the nail as much as some of the other ones have. And maybe if I'd have stamped it in white, it would have shown up better, but I just wasn't seeing it in white. I was seeing it in, with the black outline. I am going in up under the nail. I've got quite a glob up under there, and I'm going to try to get some of that off of there before I wrap that end up and say I'm done with it. Because I don't like a glob of polish on the tip of my nail. On the underside, it'll wear me out. Going in up under. So cleanup to me is like really important. Because if I don't get that right, then I'm not going to be happy with the manicure. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Look how glittery. I mean, that blurred glitter bomb. Ooh. Alright. Fine-tuning that. So now I'm going to top it with the Maniology Smudge-Free Top Coat. And that makes the strawberries pop a little bit better. You can see more of the outline now. So I'm going to let that dry down. And then I'm going to cover it with Sèche Vite. I'm going over all of the nails with that. Because like I said, these polishes are quite thirsty. They're, glitter polishes, which is why, of course, I used a peel-off base coat. And then we're going to go over that strawberry with some Sèche Vite. Come on, don't be stingy with it. There we go. So this is this hair manicure, and I really enjoyed it. Even though, I couldn't see the strawberries as well as I wanted to, I'm still okay with it because I really did enjoy it. And up close, I could see it just fine. Oh, goodness. Hi, Woody. How you doing? I knew he would make an appearance. Gots to be seen. All right, glitter bomb. There's my swatch photo of it glossy. And now for some Anchor and Heart Sea Glass Fairy Slipper matte top coat going over everything. Gonna give that a shot and see what we think about it like that. I'm really enjoying being able to, do the matte top coats too. And if you do a matte top coat and you're really not happy with it, just slap a glossy top coat back over it and you're good to go. Good to go. No worries. So there we go. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. And that is it. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.